Hey guys, Clumsy here, and in this video we'll be checking out the Mack Anthem 2018 by Harven, originally done by Franck Peru. It is a beautiful truck, no doubt about it. This was originally released by Franck Peru, although with all Franck Peru releases, as we might know, it comes with the heavy toll on the frame rate. So the FPS takes a huge hit because he has such high polygon models and everything, and some files are unused, some unclean files stay in the mod, a couple of errors and whatnot. And so Harven, thankfully, volunteered himself to pick up the slack and fix the files and everything. So if you look in the log, actually, the only error you will see is this default temporary buffer, this warning, which is not really avoidable because that pertains to how heavy or how many polygons there are in the model. Aside from that, though, he fixed all the red stuff, all the errors, he removed them and everything, and that's what we're going to check today. Let's get rid of that rain. There we go. Much better looking, isn't it? So we'll be checking out the truck. We'll be going to the config, taking a look at the options in there. We'll be taking a look at the number of triangles so we can see how it performs, how it measures against SES trucks. And we'll be driving around for a little bit. By the way, this skin, thanks a lot to Crizzy. He made this skin for me. If you want to download it, it is in the mods list. Link in the video description. Anyway, let's get right to it. Let's go to the vehicle browser, truck browser, and let me turn on the mini console so we can check the frame rate and the number of triangles. So Kenworth W900, an SCS truck, by default has 188,000 triangles. This one, the upper left where my mouse is. That is a brief, like a quick check on how complicated the model can be or how the model is, and that gives you a guideline of how much that would wreck your frame rate, your FPS. The higher that is, the slower your frame rate will be, the lower it will be. So SCS trucks have it around 200,000, yeah, 170, 190 in the exterior. If you look at, for example, Harven's Mack R, it's around 386, so not bad, right? It's almost like SCS quality level. His Freightliner FLB is at 620, so we are climbing up here. The Volvo VNL 2018 by Franck Peru originally, but was optimized by Galimim, it's at 1.8 million. The Mack Anthem now is at 2.3 million, so this is even more complicated than the Volvo VNL 2018, yeah, or 2019 as some of you would call it. So it's even more FPS heavy, yeah. But that's because of the model itself. You can really see the beauty of the model. Yeah, you cannot discount that fact. So it's worth the triangles, I would say. Yes, let's go. And inside, let's also compare inside. If you go with a default truck, we have around 500k triangles. If you compare that with the Mack Anthem, that will be 8 million. So from 500k up to 8 million, yeah, it's going to be pretty hectic if you have an old PC. If you compare that with his Volvo VNL, originally done by Franck Peru as well, it was 6.5 million. So now with the Mack Anthem, it's now at 8 million. So that might mean it's going to be even slower. If you tried the Volvo VNL before and your PC couldn't handle it, chances are you still cannot handle it with this truck. But I mean, look at the beauty, right? Details. And thanks a lot again to Harven for making this a drivable truck in the first place. He optimized it so much already. So even with the heavy triangle count, it's still very optimized, as you guys will see later on when we do our test drive. Okay. Anyway, so first and foremost, a couple of chassis options here, cabin options. Flat roof. I'm excited to try this one out because I found a lowboy ownable trailer. I think the flat roof like this plus a lowboy, perfect combination. We'll see that in one of the future videos for sure. But let's take that one. A couple of options on the chassis as well. You have a long or a short chassis, I believe. Although it's a bit weird because depending on which you choose, some of them are locked to a specific cabin option, I guess. Yeah, that one. So long or short chassis and the mid-lift at that. In terms of engines, we have MP7, MP8, MP10, all Mack engines. I'm not sure who made the sounds. If it's Krishboom or Franck Peru or he found something else, but I don't think they were edited by Harven. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they sound pretty nice. We'll hear them later as we do that test drive. The transmission, there are Eaton Fuller transmissions. Mack M drives, I'm not sure, but I would guess the Mack M drives are automatic. Overdrive and what's DD again? OD is overdrive for sure. But yeah, you have options in here. Although if you pick the Eaton Fuller, for some reason they don't have retarder. I guess it kind of makes sense because retarders aren't very famous in the US trucks at least. I think they're more Jake brakes, right? Interior, you can have a different panel color. And also the interior itself, this one is a bit reddish. That one is more gray. I picked that one personally. It looks like a transformer from inside. I don't know, it feels so industrial, if you get what I mean. Paint jobs. It does come with a few paint jobs. Compatible with the Steam rewards and all that stuff. So also some custom paint jobs in here. Pretty cool. And I think if you go to Franck Peru's website, he has even a couple of skins available. Right? That like I saw someone. Was it Sheng? Yeah, I saw Sheng, one of the active members in the community. He had a Swift skin for this truck, so it was from Franck Peru's skin pack. Right, but anyway, by default, if you only download Harven's link, Harven's file, you'll get these. And then if you download the skin from by Crizzy, you'll get that. Although this one seems like not perfect with this cabin. Maybe it needs to be that one. Yeah. There you go. That looks better. Oh. I'm not sure what those are though. If that's by design or that's something else. It looks pretty fancy. I'll keep it. Right? Or we can pick something a bit more, yeah, traditional like that. Not really traditional, but I guess more common. Yeah, side skirts, you can change that, make it a full side skirt. Couple of fender options with mud flaps. I really like that. Flow below. Beautiful, isn't it? That's what I have currently in my truck. Yeah, you can see so many dots in here. And most of these are from the original model with Franck Peru, but Harven, yeah, he improved most of these stuff. He made sure that there are no errors. Nothing that causes additional frame rate loss. Most of these parts can be switched between chrome and plastic parts. Yeah, the logo, the sides. Although I think the grille itself is not changeable at the moment. You can have bumper stickers. Make that plastic or chrome. Bull bar, pretty nice bull bar. Not a huge fan of bull bars though, so let's keep that away. Metal fender guards. Can pick a bulldog in here or the deflector, this one, and the bulldog. Can choose between gold and chrome, something like that. If you want, get some hood mirrors as well, but I don't like hood mirrors because they generally cause FPS loss. They're pretty heavy on the frames, so if you're already driving with a pretty hefty model like this guy, I would try and remove all the mirrors as much as I can to improve for performance. Passenger side mirror, you can also remove that. That should help the frames a bit as well. You can add some horns, air horns, if you're a fan of air horns, like so. Pretty nice placement. Can add the beacons at the back. What else? Chrome, sun visor, or paint. I can even have a visor in here, like a sunshade, tint. Peru. It's pretty nice actually. Metal fenders for the windows. What are these? These ones are for the door. Yeah, that chrome finish. Kind of nice, although I guess it depends on the paint job. Right, over here. What is that? Oh, the filter. Chrome or plastic. So actually, I think I'm more of a fan of plastic in general, but I'm sure you can make some combination in here that would look pretty nice. Because there are so many options you can choose from. What is that? Oh, a chrome Mack. The logo right there. That one. Pretty nice. What else? Hood mirror. Let's add everything so we can take note of all that stuff. Right? Okay. This one. Oh, the chrome like lining on the front here. You see? That one. Or no chrome at all. Kind of like it. I like the lines. Good. You can even add like those 3M side skirts as well. Like the ones in front. Where was it? That one. Yeah, so there's an option to add lines there as well as here, I believe. Yeah, in there. Pretty nice. I'm not sure though legally when you are required to have that or if it's just by design. You guys let me know which one it is. If it's something fancy or something regulated when you need to have those, I guess for heavy haul. Maybe. Oh, you even have side skirts here. Nice. Bull bar? Yeah, could be. That could work. What else? I think we have everything already. Single or double exhausts. I chose that. Side skirts we already tackled. Bumper. There was something there. That one. Yeah. Cab panels if you want. And this one you can change chrome or paint. What is that? A stepper? No. Maybe the bottom of the door. Something like that. Oh, and yes, metal fender guards. Complete the package. This one though, I'm looking for a dot here. It seems like this is locked to plastic. Yeah, like the spoiler. Seems like that's black only. Okay. On top of that, it also comes with some Mack specific rims. These are pretty nice. Look at this. Where was it? Standard Mack. It comes with standard paint and chrome variants, depending on which one you want. Let's go with paint. Cap paintable Mack. Is there another Mack in here? Or a chrome Mack as well? Pretty pointy. Nuts. You can make that red, for example. And then even the hub comes with a Mack variant. Look at that. Pretty cool, right? Very high quality. And you can change the paint. And that actually just changes the outer layers, which is very nice color combination. And even the hub cover, although in this case it's not really hub cover, can get a star Mack or a star paint Mack. And then if you change the color, that changes like the lining of those holes. That's pretty nice. That one. So that is applicable for even the back here. You get the drill. Yeah, you can change it. You can color that. Pick all the Macks. And where was it? Exclusive paint Mack, that one. Yeah, pretty cool, right? And then you can do the same here, but I won't bother for us. Good. And that's what you can do in the exterior. In the interior, you can supposedly change the steering wheel, although I'm not sure what changes. I don't really notice it. Maybe it's a work in progress. I don't see any accessory compatibilities. Maybe in the future. I do like that microwave though. You can choose to have a radio in here though. Very nice. And a plush excavator. That's the only accessory I've seen. Although legally, I think that's the only legal accessory anyway, so it shouldn't be that bad, right? At least it's accurate. Good. And I think we're good. I think that's it. right? So, plenty of options. Now let's take it for a test drive. Good. First time that the actual clumsy attire, clumsy livery is complete. Both truck and trailer. I think I'm going to be doing a lot of jobs on this one. So let's hear the engine. Beautiful. Very unique sound. I like it much better when it's when it's in the low revs. On the higher revs, it starts to sound like a bit monotonous, but on the lower revs, you can really hear like each like gurgle. Not sure what the correct term is, but you probably get what I mean. Yeah, let's turn it on. And yes, my most requested feature. Ooh, clumsy trucking. My most requested feature, the fixing of the windshield, so the tint, has been done as well by Harven. He's that kind of guy. Super attention to detail. So previously, the original one by Franck Peru, the windshield is a bit blue. It's overexposed, it's a bit bluish. It doesn't reflect the outside at all. It's a bit too bright inside. But now, this one is fixed. Lights have been fixed as well. Only thing I noticed is there is not a lot of animations. That might be a work in progress. Like, I don't think there is any animation here, like for the switches, the wipers, the blinkers. Oh, this one does. This one has animations. Nice. Good. Although those gauges, I'm not sure if they work. They're all at the leftmost. I guess some of them should move. I guess one of those would be, I don't know, air pressure. Can't really read them so much. Engine oil temperature. Also, in terms of the raised axles on the trailer and truck, currently I have both the truck and trailer axles raised, but these are not reflected in here yet. So that might be a work in progress. But thanks a lot to Harven, because he decided to release it already, even with some of the features still incomplete, just so we can drive with it already. I mean, I'm sure everyone is waiting for it. So thank you, Harven, for the amazing work here. Let me lower the axles. Yes, you can have no distinction. You have no visuals that any of those are raised or lowered. Good. The dashboard computer seems to be coming from the Kenworth D680 maybe? I hope Piva gets a hold of this. Makes it a realistic dashboard looking computer from the Mac itself. I have no clue how that looks like, but I'm going to assume that it doesn't look like this. Because I think this is only for the D680. We fit in? Kinda-ish. So for an 8 million triangle model, performance is not bad, right? Given the complexity of this model, cannot really fault it for this kind of performance. Not too shabby. Please let me go, let me through. Thank you. I remember there was a compatibility, the Krishboom sound engine compatibility from the original version from Franck Peru. I'm not sure if that would still work, but it might be worth a look, because if you're not a fan of the engine sounds you're hearing right now, that might be one option for you. Now, I don't have the link for Franck Peru's website anymore, but I'm sure you can Google it up. Just Google Franck Peru Mack Anthem. I'm sure you will get the page, and look at that. Look there for more skins, for more Mack Anthem skins, paint jobs, and the compatibility for Krishboom sound engines. I think there should be something in there. Also, you guys told me over at Discord that Krishboom actually released a new Cummins engine sound, and he made it compatible for the Freightliner FLB, for the Mack R series. Maybe he can also make it compatible with the Mack Anthem, right? Or maybe I can do that if he won't. It should be simple enough. I'm not sure if it's realistic, but if it sounds good, I'm okay to have it not super accurate with real life setup. You can say it's a custom configuration, yeah, because the engine is not it doesn't sound good every time. It has its moments though, but yeah, I would prefer a Krishboom engine in here. The idle sound is pretty good though. Idle sound is pretty good. This trailer is from a different mod. This is the Utility 3000R trailer by Lucasi and Finlandia. Yeah, not a huge fan of the sounds, especially when it starts combining like that. The shifting, the constant shifting, the high revs, low revs, all merging together. It doesn't sound too cohesive. So yeah, I would suggest also downloading Krishboom's sound pack or compatibility patch for this truck. That might make it much better. Maybe Harven can also incorporate it, because the only thing he'll need to do is modify the definition files and make sure that the Mack Anthem, this one, is compatible also with Krishboom sound pack version 2.7. I think is the latest, or was the latest. I'm not sure if with the new Cummins engine that he released, if it's still considered as the latest one. But I mean, this frame rate, not bad, right? For an 8 million triangle truck. And you can definitely see the detail in here. It's gorgeous. Very nice lights as well. Do we have interior? No, we don't have interior lights. Yeah, let's just do a short drive. Destination is almost there, just so we can get a feel of how the truck drives. But I personally, for sure, will be driving a lot with this one after I find the engine fix, the engine sound fix. I'm not so much a fan of the engine sounds currently, but Harven, I cannot thank you enough. I'm sure you have answered a lot of people's wishes. I'm sure a lot of people have been waiting for this one. And yes, I could not resist making a video immediately when I heard from Alex that you finally released your version of the Mack Anthem. But yes, we should all thank Franck Peru as well, because Franck Peru made it possible in the first place. Harven did the optimizations, but Franck Peru released the initial mod, and he was the one who purchased this model in the first place. From what I've seen, this Mack Anthem 2018 model was done by a company, a group of people who does 3D models, who focuses on the 3D models. They're called 3D something. I know that's not very descriptive, but they're a different company. Franck Peru doesn't have the models himself. He doesn't make them himself. He purchases 3D models and then converts it, makes it compatible with ATS. So that's a lot of hard work as well, and mainly the 3D models cost a lot. I think this one in particular costs like more than $100 USD, I think. More than 100 USD for the models here. And Franck Peru bought it. He made it into ATS for free. So thanks a lot, Franck Peru, for buying the model, for fitting it into ATS in the first place. And thanks a lot to Harven for optimizing it, cleaning it up, and making sure that it's drivable for everybody, or almost everybody, given the model constraints and complexity of the model. So thank you guys. This is what makes the ATS community so good. This is what makes the trucking community so good. Lots of very thoughtful people releasing things for free. And I'll probably, after this, maybe I'll probably look for the donation links, maybe for Franck Peru and Harven, because both of them really contributed a lot to this one. And I know Franck Peru gets a lot of gets a lot of bad press because of his releases are not the most optimized. But I mean, my favorite truck so far, the Volvo VNL 2018 or 2019, depending on how you look at it, was made by Franck Peru originally and further optimized by Galimim. So, and he probably bought the models for those as well, and he released it for free. So he gets a lot of bad press, but without him, he wouldn't be even getting these beautiful models, right? So thank you, Franck Peru. Really amazing work you're doing. And thank you, Harven. Right, we are here, guys. We are here. Just rambled a bit off there, but I think it was necessary to really thank the right people in here for their hard work, because now that I'm more exposed to the modding side of things, I'm no expert, but I definitely understand how much work it could be. And the fact that people are doing this for free, I mean, that defies all sense of logic. If you're good at something, why do it for free? There was a saying like that. But apparently these people do it. So really, props to them. Spark this thing and end the video. But I don't want to keep things unfinished, so let's at least do a quick job, right? Do a job, I can showcase the truck. Do a bit of rambling. Everybody happy. Well, at least I'm happy. Hope you guys are as well. Okay, that looks good. Textbook marking, as Squirrel would say, like a glove. Why was I still hearing engine sound? That was a bit buggy. Okay, good. Alright. Quick job done. I'm happy. Hope you guys are happy as well, but yes, I'm sure you will be after trying out this truck. So I'll post some links in the video description. If you are looking for a specific mod, it is most probably in the mods list. The complete mods list, the link is also in the video description. Right, but that's it for me. Thank you for watching, guys. If you did like this video, please don't forget, hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button, comment, share with your friends and all that stuff. Check out my Patreon as well if you're interested in supporting me directly. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Catch you in the next one. Can't wait to drive with this one. Thanks, guys, and Clumsy Trucking. This is how the horn sounds, by the way. Be prepared. Not too shabby. Thanks and bye-bye. Have a nice day.